Alright, here we are for night 6 of the 5-in-1 challenge. Don't count the nights because things have changed a little bit. I just threw in my kid's Akaso camera so I can film from inside, since I have that available to me tonight whenever he's not using it. So I've already preset the snow pops in the cups, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the lights and get started on the feeding. You can see I've got the snow pops label up here just so I keep track of it. And I'm going to start on the left, because this is usually where I get the least amount of action, so I always try to start this one. The dark brown sticks that were in the 5-leaf pack, if you saw my unboxing, are going in on this side, because I'm not 100% sure they're snow leaf. They're nowhere near as crumbly as these. And I'm using a lot of the crumble in this one, so I'm going to have to poke this down a little and swirl it. See that right now. There we go. Jumping across, I'm going to do this side and do these two last since they're my hottest spots. So some of these are going to miss the dish because of how crumbly the snow pops were, which was disappointing. And it did okay in the 2 nights of 5-in-1 testing, so I don't have anything bad to say about it there, other than the second night. No, the first night they didn't finish it all, but the second night I believe they did. And I got something I can finally show off that I've talked about before, so I'm going to grab the camera for a second. Once in a great while, I get a shrimp up here that just hangs out. I don't know why they do that. So I just kind of poke it and try to get them back in the water. I don't know why they do that. Now I need to look and make sure I'm setting my camera right. Yeah, close enough. But yeah, I've got no idea why they do that. Once in a while they just climb out and hang out. But he looks like he's doing good. But anyways, I got the food in. Let me get that swirled so the little flaky bits start sinking. Oops. Forgot I had my milk crate here from my water change yesterday. My TDS didn't drop a whole lot, so I'm going to try doing another water change sometime this week. It went back under 200, but I only dropped like 20 points. I was at like 191, where I was at 206 before. Since I just uploaded and was watching my videos, because I had recorded like, I don't know, like 5 nights, plus a bunch of unboxings at once, I noticed if I'm not here at the camera talking, my audio sucks. So I do need to look at a wireless mic system or something to improve that, because I do pace around the garage usually. Anyways, so this is off to a good start. Slow on the right hand side, picked up really well there, and the hot spots are gaining traction. They're doing good feeding it. I'm hoping I've got my kid's camera pointed and shooting really well. I'm actually really excited about doing this. I don't see anybody doing videos where you do internal videos, and so I do want to start doing that more. Thinking about ordering another cheap camera just for this, in case there's a leak. I don't want to get a nice GoPro for that, even though they're waterproof. Figure a little $80 camera will do fine for dunk and dive tests and show-offs. So I might pick up one more of those. My wife's gonna kill me between the wireless system and this. Whole reason I'm doing this is for everybody's education. It's entertaining as hell. Entertains the crap out of me. Hopefully some people like it. I'm not expecting to get YouTube famous or rich or anything. If it supports my hobby and pays for itself, I am ecstatic. But I know that's a long shot. Wow, they're really starting to tugboat everywhere. Holy crap. This is awesome. This is the part I love most about the aquarium, and why I wanted to show this off so much. You don't see this with shrimp tanks when they have fish in them or anything else with them. They're nowhere near this active. This is just amazingly entertaining. Granted, it's never like this. I have to actually get in and agitate them and get food going. You know, it's a shrimp food fight. Feeding frenzy. The great red shrimps. But yeah, it's drawing a modest food craze. I'm not really terribly disappointed with it. When you have all the options, it was a little weak, but they eat it. They really go after it. I know they're hungry, but I will supplement. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking because we're already at almost 6 minutes, and I don't want these videos being too long, especially me just rambling. I'm going to go to, you know, a long hyperlapse, and somewhere in that hyperlapse I will do my glass garden feeding. I'm just going to call it my glass garden feeding for now, and that's Factory E, Shrimp Fit, and Shrimp Baby. And if they're still being kind of aggressive and they're not settling down, then I will throw in some other foods in the background. I wish I could try some of my new ones, but I need to get through this first. So I'll probably wind up throwing in some Shrimp Dinner 2 pads and Hikari sinking pelts. Anyways, I'm still rambling. So I'll start my Factory feeding, my glass garden feeding, during the time lapse. Let me go ahead and get started on that time lapse. I'll see you in, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. We'll see how long I feel like letting it go tonight. All depends. All right, back in a bit. Alright, and we're back. So during that time, I fed some Shrimp Dinner 2, which you can see clumping pretty hard next to everything. They're still going after the snow pops, but not with as much energy as they're going after the shrimp dinner 2. I put some Shrimp King color over on the left feeding tube, and they're doing really good. Tugboating's picked up since I reached in and disturbed that and pulled the other camera out. Got a good amount of footage with that. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that footage yet. Just been doing it just because I can and I want to. But yeah, everything's looking good. The tugboating had calmed down until I jammed my arm in there to get the camera out. They're all feeding. The snow pops has slowed down since I put in the shrimp dinner 2 though. But it was doing good before that, but the fighting was getting a little intense. Now it's getting intense the other way. So, oh, and during the time lapse, at the beginning, I did put in my glass garden on the right hand side for a change instead of going on the left. Wanted to get a different view, especially with the camera in there, so you could see it from a different angle. So that should be pretty interesting. Snow pops are good. They're a little slow, but I'm fine with that. You know, because with the other food, I'm seeing smaller guys and buried females going after the snow pops without any fight, basically. Whereas the other ones, there's a bit of a fight. So I'm probably, you know, while I'm doing this, I know the audio sucks a little more when I'm stepping away from it. I am going to throw in some Hikari wafers now. I keep calling them wafers, algae wafers, but they're just sinking wafers. So I'm just going to kind of randomly throw in, hey, this didn't even make it through the water lettuce. So where did you get stuck in the water lettuce? There's one, there's 2. Good, they didn't land in the dish, and they're landing kind of off to the side of it. Let's throw a couple right down the front. No, don't go to the dish. Stay out of the dish, stay out of the dish. Nope, landed in the dish. Oh well. So I got a couple back that way for fun. And 2 more. 2 right there. Different feeding fights tonight. I gotta make another little shelf. I think I have some extra. Yeah, I got an extra piece of scrap, but I might have to. Yeah, I did a haphazard multi-tier shelf up there. That's just all scrap wood from this. I will do a video, and this is before I had my GoPro, put together my few pictures that I took when I was doing all this. Just showing it off to my friends while I was doing it. But I do have some pictures from the quick build I did on all of this. And I'll make a video out of that somehow. I can cover all my other aquariums that way. What I'm thinking about doing is where my double 10s are in the garage, I'm thinking about taking those out, putting my water containers there, and putting the double 10s under the 75 right now. I don't know. I'm waffling on that. I hate being that low to the ground because water changes are a pain. But whatever. I might just throw them down there just because I can. It'll free up a little bit of space. I'm out of space in this garage. But yeah. You can see they're going after the Hikari wafers pretty quickly now. Snow pops are still doing good. They're still in the dish going at it. And they've gotten through in the, hour now that it's been? They've gotten through like half of it. So, I mean, it does go pretty quick. You know, let me do the old creep in and get a close-up. So over here I've got the Shrimp King color. And then I just threw some pellets in over here. You can see them going after the snow pops here. And some of the Hikari wafers right there in the center. And back there, center frame just past the glass dish. And some landed over here. And then we come back down to this glass container there. You can still see them going for the snow pops. And then some shrimp dinner too, where you got the, kicked the camera there. They got a big intense fight going for the shrimp dinner too. And there is the snow pops again. And they drug some shrimp dinner 2 over here, which I had originally put further back. They're just dragging that around, really fighting for it. Then we come over to tube number 4. And that's more shrimp dinner going on right there. And again, they drug the shrimp dinner 2 pads close. And then here, the dark pellets, they're not really touching. That was the dark pellets that came in with my snow pops. So, I don't know what those are. Maybe they're just bad snow pops, but not really touching them. They're not popping apart like the snow pops, so I don't think they were snow pops. Something just got mixed in with my snow pops. And again, they pulled them up towards the front when I had them further back. That is the shrimp dinner 2 pads. Oh, you know, I did not pull my lighting for it again. I am dumb. I keep doing that. So, and we'll go back. Snow pops. Scooch over. Oops, almost passed it. Snow pops. Snow pops. Snow pops. And snow pops with one wafer, Hikari wafer in there. And you can see him going to town on that stuff. So, yeah. I don't like freehanding it because I'm not very good at it. And it's kind of a pain to move the tripod around. Worry about you guys getting motion sickness. That's the way I do this. Beep. Yeah, see, I can't get it to lock again. There we go. Nope. Alright, so I'm holding it. That's okay, because we're almost done. If I notice anything change and the video changes in any way, or I feel like I need to do an update later, I will do that. Otherwise, it was a good one tonight. I'm okay with the snow pops. They're not fantastic, but they work. And you know what? Sometimes work and having something different is good. Because they won't fight for it. People are still going for it. People, shrimp, are still going for it. So it still gets attraction, even though it's slow attraction. The 5-leaf was just horrendously bad. So tomorrow I will jump on, what do we have left? We have protein and complete for the next 2 nights. So long as the dishes are clear in them tomorrow, I will be jumping forward with that. Otherwise, I'm going to take a night off and do a different feeding so they finish that off. Alright, anyways, enough talking. We're done for today. I will catch you later. Alright, I stopped the lights from turning off. Wanted to do one last follow-up on snow pops, just so you can see how that's going. Since the last video, let me kill the lights. And I'm going to pop in close again. So over here, I did Shrimp King color, just to supplement, and then I dropped in a bunch of Hikari wafers all throughout this area. This dish is still doing really well with the snow pops. This dish, there is still a little bit left in there, but you can see they're going after it. Over here, the shrimp dinner 2 pads that I had in the back, they started pulling forward. There's still quite a bit of snow pop left in this dish. I know it's hard to see the white against the white sand. Maybe I'll paint or find a way to darken the bottoms of the dishes, like 1 or 2. Here you can see they're still going after the snow pops. I believe that was shrimp dinner 2 over here. Yeah, and I don't know what these brown ones were that were with the snow pops, but they're not really touching them. I bet you they're 7-leaf mix, because that did horrible. Ooh, look at how dark that one shrimp is. She's beautiful. And I think I did shrimp dinner 2 over here. Yeah, because they're piled up on that. They really pile up on that. But yeah, whatever those brown pellets were, they weren't touching, so I'm going to pull those out in the morning so they don't crumble. I might do that tonight. See if I can get those out so it's not tainting the other tests. But you can see how well they're doing. And you can see all the babies I've got hanging out on the back glass, all throughout the plants. Surprisingly, they're leaving that new leaf alone. And all the Christmas moss. And I'm assuming that's just another Amazon sword I've got in the middle. It was a stemmed plant. Could be a cutoff like at the top of that one, which I put those in my 10s. And my tiger lotus is doing good, except for one leaf that came in. They're chomping it up. Once one leaf doesn't do well, they start to eat it. They don't eat healthy plants. They eat decaying plants. It's like the leaves down here. You'll see they don't actually actively eat plants unless they're not doing well. See, like that leaf that's not doing well? I've got a couple stems in there because my buddy gave me this sword. And it was huge when I got it, and it's doubled in size since then. He brought it over in a bucket. It was like half out and wilted. And those stems that you see and the pieces chewed off of it, or what they've cleaned up, you can see my Nubis is doing really well. And that one yellow leaf, yeah, they're going to start eating that once it falls off. There was another one there that they ate off already. And once fresh plants go bad, yeah, they devour it. And that Java fern there is doing well. My grass hasn't done that well. I've got grass over here, the little tiny hair grass. It was one of those little 4 ounce cups, pre-packaged plant. But yeah, that Java fern, those pieces there, those pieces over here, and the one behind the sword here in the grass, all are from one plant. And same with that. In the wood, I jammed a piece there, and over here on that wood, that's all from one Java fern, one of those pre-bought plant ones. But all the other plants, other than the Nubis, Java fern, and little grass, I got from my local fish store. All the other plants came from other aquariums that I had, or from friends. Well, one friend, my friend Matt. Ooh, I'm messing with the tripod again. There we go. But just wanted to do a quick 5-minute update, and we're almost at that point. It's looking good. The tugboating's quieting down. The lights should be turning off. One of these days, when the lights are off, I'm going to set this up to record and show you what happens when I just suddenly turn on the lights, because they just kind of get spooked and pop up and bounce everywhere. Kind of mean, I guess, but something to see. So something to add to a video one day. So once I get through all this stuff, I'll do that, or one night when I need to come back out and film something, I'll do it. But I am done for the night. You guys have a great one, and I'll catch you on the next one tomorrow for complete.